What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to an episode of Bigpatssportstalk brought to you by Team Up Sports. And we got major news. Our athlete, our friend, our superstar, Mr. Kavontae Turpin, has signed with the Dallas Cowboys for a 3-year deal. The numbers are going to be fetched out. They're going to see exactly what they're going to give my man Turp. He signed with the Dallas Cowboys. The news broke a little late last night, so I'm making a video this morning. So proud of this guy. This guy has worked his tail off. He's been to 4 different leagues. He went from the FCF to the Spring League to go play with the War Claws. Did he play in the USFL? And now he's in the big leagues into the NFL, and he got that star on his helmet. And this guy has worked his tail off for the last couple of years. And everywhere he went, he never complained. He just did his work, outshined everybody, went in there, and got the job done. From the FCF, making one of the most exciting plays in the FCF, to go on to the Spring League, to go shine in the Spring League, one of the best receivers there. Then he went and shined with the War Claws overseas. Then he came back here to the U.S. and killed it with the USFL and turned into the MVP of the league. Now, you got to think that he only started 7 games and only played in 9 games. And he was the MVP. So let's look at a couple of things about Kavontae Turpin that made him the MVP of the USFL, and when I'm going to tell you what the Cowboys are getting and Kavontae Turpin. All right, here we go. But with his stats here, it said he played in 10 games, but he really only played in 9. And he only started 7 games. He got 53 targets, no drops, 44 catches on 53 targets, 540 yards, which led to USFL. 316 yards after the catch. Think about that. Of his 540 yards, 316 yards came after the catch. Dynamic. 12.3 reception yards average on per catch. Averaged 54 yards a game and 4 touchdowns with a long of 39. Now, with a long of 39, he led the league in yardage. And he led the league in yardage after the catch. He was the most dynamic kick returner, punt returner in the USFL. And he did this when only 7 games started. So he played less than most of the receivers in the league and still turned out to be the MVP. Now, that right there tells you exactly how dynamic Kavontae Turpin is. Out of his 540 yards, he got 316 yards of it after the catch. So that's around what? Man, that's around 60% of his yardage came after the catch. Think about that. That's what the Cowboys are looking for right there. That's what the Cowboys are signing Kavontae Turpin for. Make plays. Get the ball in Kavontae Turpin's hands, and he's going to do something well for you. Something good is going to happen when you get the ball in this kid's hands. He's fast. He runs a 4.3 in his sleep. He's going to be one of the best kick returner, punt returners in the league as soon as he steps on the field. He's going to be a Pro Bowler at the kick return, punt return position. I believe so. And he's just a dynamic player. He brings both skill sets. He brings skill set as a receiver, and he brings skill set as a special teamer. When's the last time the Cowboys had that dynamic guy in the slot? Oh, yeah, CeeDee Lamb. But Amari Cooper is gone. Michael Gallup is hurt. They can't afford to let CeeDee Lamb get hurt. So he spells CeeDee Lamb for doing those kick return with those punt return duties, as well as bring that dynamic slot receiver that the Cowboys really haven't had since Cole Beasley. And since CeeDee Lamb has to go be the number 1 receiver, he's going to be more on the outside. Or if you do slot CeeDee Lamb on the inside, Kavontae Turpin could play on the outside as well. Great route runner. He brings a lot to the table. Yes, he's only 5'8", 175, whatever you want to say, but that dude is rock solid and he is going to shine. He's proven it all over football fields. 4 leagues dominated him, and now he has the star on his helmet. It's pretty cool. I love watching him through this whole process. It's been amazing, but think about that, Cowboys fans, what he brings. 540 yards in 7 games started. 316 yards of that was after the catch. So that means you could throw it to him on a bubble screen. He's turning it to first downs. He's moving the chains. He's flipping field position. Not only on the field as a slot receiver, but he flipped field position on kick return. He could flip field position on punt return. Yards after the catch, yak. That's what you guys need. When your power running game is not working with Zeke and Pollard, you guys going to want Dak Prescott to get those easy throws to a receiver that can turn a 2-yard slant and take it to the house. That's what you guys want in a receiver. And that's what you guys getting in Kavontae Turpin. But let's look at what you guys are saying about the move and what some of these reporters feel about this move. Okay, we got Mr. Bob Sturm, a reporter that reports a lot of things, man. I get a lot of, he reports a lot of things very quick. Bob Sturm here, he says, I am very interested in the Cowboys' acquisition of Kavontae Turpin. Kid needed a second chance and made the most of it, and now should provide all sorts of juice to special teams and perhaps the offense. Legit 4-3 guy who brings juice. Correct. And he did need a second chance, and not only did he take that second chance and do good with it, he did well with it and turned it to an NFL chance. He went from not being able to get a workout to being an NFL receiver with that star on his helmet in a couple of years, and that's what hard work does for you. His story is amazing, man. Check out his story, man. That's amazing what he did. Turned it all the way around and made a career out of it. It's impressive, man. Very impressive. But let's see what you guys have to say, little Cowboys fans have to say about it. Andy, he says he's going to do well in kickoff and punt returns. Always good when it's Turpin time. Exactly. Mark, he says, very nicely done. Christopher, he says, this signing official? Nice. I didn't see anything much about it. Just heard a few talk about it, so wasn't sure. Yeah, it's true. Ex-TCU star Kavontae Turpin? Yes, he is. What round would he have gone if not for the off-field stuff? He would have went in the first round. He was that dynamic at TCU. Big whoa. He says who? Well, you'll see. Turpin time, man. That's who he is. He was crazy electric at TCU. Exactly. He was crazy electric at TCU. Juice. Looks like you Cowboys fans are really loving this pickup, man. Somebody's crazy said flag on the play, excessive use of juice in a single tweet. 5-yard penalty, replay third down. Punt returner, yes, he's gonna be your kick returner and punt returner. Cowboys fans, they're responding pretty well. I'd like to thank you guys for having class and responding pretty well to it. But let's check out a couple of more things, and then we're gonna go ahead and end this video here on Turp. All right, last article here from 24/7 Sports by Dean Straka. And he says Cowboys signing Kavontae Turpin, USFL MVP, ex-TCU star receiver reportedly headed to Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys would sign ex-TCU receiver and return specialist Kavontae Turpin, according to Michael Gelkin of the Dallas Morning News. He says Turpin is the reigning MVP of the USFL, totaling more than 650 yards for scrimmage, the league's New Jersey Generals in 2022. Additionally, Turpin's 15.3 yards average on punt returns led the league. So that's at a small sample size of what Turpin can do. He led the league in punt return yards, and like I said, he didn't even play as many games as most of the receivers in the league. He totaled more than 650 yards from scrimmage in only 7 games started. You want to say he played 9 games. That means with the games that he started, he almost averaged 100 yards from scrimmage each game. Think about that. If he's averaging almost 100 yards from scrimmage in each game in the NFL, that's over 1,600 yards, almost 1,700 yards. Well, over 1,700 yards because they play 17 games. So the Cowboys fans, you wouldn't want 1,700 yards of all-purpose from your receiver, from your kick returner, punt returner. You could put this guy in the slot. You could put this guy on the outside. You could put him in the flanker running back role. You could put him in the backfield as a running back. This guy does it all. This guy could be actually pretty scary for you guys with Kellen Moore calling those plays as well. So let's see exactly what Turpin is going to bring to you guys, man. Turpin, he talks about everything that he did with the Cowboys. He had, I'm so excited with the Horned Frogs. TCU had over 2,066 yards from scrimmage, 1,748 yards receiving, 318 yards rushing, and had 2,762 total yards returning with 21 touchdowns total. Turpin was going to be one of the top draft picks in that year's class. And this guy's going to get you so many all-purpose yards, Cowboys fans. I can't wait to see him play my Giants in week 3, see exactly what he can do in prime time. He's definitely going to make the 53-man roster, especially as a kick returner, punt returner. And don't sleep on him as a receiver. Like I said, the guy had 540 yards in only 7 games started, and over 300 of those yards was after the catch. Throw him a screen. Just get the ball in his hands, man, and watch him work. I promise you, you guys are going to like him. Dak Prescott's going to like him. Kellen Moore's going to love him. He's a great teammate, and he's focused, laser focused. And nothing's going to stop him from getting to his goals. You see, nothing stopped him from getting to the NFL. And it didn't matter how many leagues he had to go to. It didn't matter how many workouts that he had to go to and show up and show out. He went there, showed up, showed out, and turned out to be the best. Turned out to be the best. In all those leagues, turned out to be the best. And now he got that star on his helmet. But I did this video just to let you Cowboys fans know. I know you guys love your team. Blase. This video got me smiling, man. I'm a diehard Giants fan. You got me talking about Jerry Jones and the Cowboys because you got my boy Turpin. Shout out to Team Up Sports Consulting. Mr. Perry Bowler III, his agent, as you can see in the picture. Mr. Brian Lowe, as you can see in the picture behind me if I stop blocking them. Those two guys worked extremely hard on working on Kavontae Turpin's career. And, man, bless them all, man. What a story, man. What a story. Turpin coming from where he is in Monroe, going all the way to the Dallas Cowboys. He took the hard route, but he's there. And nobody can take that from him. I don't care what you say in the media about his past. I don't care what you're talking about. You can't take that from him. You can't take away his hard work. You can't take away his determination. You can't take away the effort that he put on that field. You can't take away his MVP award in the USFL. And you can't take away his talent. It's God-given. And when he gets on that field, he's going to show you. He's going to show you that juice that you guys are talking about. He's going to show you that he can be an all-purpose monster on that field. So let's see how the Cowboys use Kavontae Turpin. He's going to go into camp. He's going to have a chance to be at the receiver position. I believe he's kick returner and punt returner number 1 as soon as he steps on the field. And let's see exactly what he brings to you guys, man. Dallas Cowboys signed former USFL and TCU star Kavontae Turpin. I can't be more excited for the kid. The man that showed extremely good effort, going through all those leagues, going through all that turmoil, and turning into being a receiver, kick returner, punt returner for America's team. Lord have mercy, man. You don't know how hard it is to do this video as a Giants fan. The America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. Lord have mercy. I'm going to have to cheer for a Cowboys team. Wow. Boy, life hits you hard, boy. But Jerry Jones is clapping. Hey, look, I'm clapping. You got my boy Kavontae Turpin. Thank you, Jerry Jones. Shout out to Perry Bowler, Team Up Sports Consulting, Brian Lowe. Thank you guys for helping out my boy Kavontae Turpin get into that league and put that star on his helmet. And let's let him shine. Let's let him be a star, which he already is. So, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Big Pat Sports Talk, bringing you the news. Kavontae Turpin signs 3-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys. And Cowboy Nation, it's Turpin time. You already know. How about them Cowboys, man? Did my guys solid. So, you're all right with me until week 3, until Thanksgiving. Then we got to get you. But other than that, shine, Turpin time, shine. And until the next episode, peace.
This has been a Big Blue Crew production.